Welcome! It's Romania Black, and that was my attempt at the Transylvanian accent, because last week we watched Vampire Hunter D, the 1985 film that was a Patreon commission from Jason N, and Jason N, as part of a deal, got to get an extra commission in, and they were like, so while we're at it, let's watch Bloodlust, which is the 2000 sequel to Vampire Hunter D. So I'm pretty excited. I'm assuming it's not a remake. I'm assuming it's an extension and more Vampire Hunter D stories, because I am quite attached to D. Love him as a character. But yeah, so we followed D last movie, who is a Drampier, which is basically a human slash vampire. They're like half human, half vampire. And old D has a big old chip on his shoulder, and he's out to kill all the vampires so that no one else can end up like him. And he's very brooding, tall, dark, and handsome. He's a whole bag of chips. But yeah, it was so much fun. So much 80s camp. The animation was great. It was gory. It was disgusting. I loved it. It was so much fun. And I'm really excited to now watch. We looked at the covers of the light novels afterwards, and I'm excited. I didn't quite get too much into the world building and stuff because we were going to watch Bloodlust, and I didn't want anything being spoiled. So yeah, I have a few comments from that movie, though, that I want to talk about with you all, including some from Jason N., who did the commission for this week and last week. Sunspots said, the English dub cast is stacked. In the 2015 dub version, David Wald is amazing as Count Lee. I highly recommend. And if you don't know David Wald, he has been an animation. He's been a director for many English dubs. He also plays a lot of English dub voices. One of my favorites is Adam from Skate the Infinity. Sup, bitches, bros, non-binary hoes. Love it. So I really respect David Wald as a director and as a voice actor, so I definitely will have to be watching the English dub. To that effect, Jason N had a comment, because I had Sunspots, whose comment I just read, I had them help me track down the 1985 file as well as the one for Bloodlust, and I already had it downloaded and everything, and then Jason N said, a note about this one, no spoilers, because I just rewatched it a couple weeks ago when I decided to commission it, ha ha ha. I think I mentioned this in one of my previous comments, but just in case I forgot, the original language version for Bloodlust is the English version. I would recommend that one, but it's up to you. I already have the Japanese sub downloaded, so it's like, and plus I did the Japanese sub for Vampire Hunter D, so I was like, I want to be consistent. They said I typically always choose the Japanese language, but this one is different since there was no Japanese dub until I believe the movie released later on DVD and Blu-ray. The US Blu-ray only came in English. There was a new Japanese Blu-ray released last year, and that version is out on the high seas. So, if that's the file that you get, be careful with the subtitle track, as there are English subtitles for the English language and English subtitles for the Japanese. The translations are pretty different and don't match up with what's spoken on screen. I am sorry for the comment, but I just wanted to mention it because it tripped me up a bit when I watched it. I own the US Blu-ray, but I downloaded the Japanese Blu-ray because I was curious to see the difference. The file I got from Sunspots has a Japanese language track, because I checked it after this, and it has English subtitles. So here's the thing. I don't understand what they are saying in Japanese because I can't understand Japanese. I can only read the English subtitles. So it will probably induce some of you all commenting on the differences down below of the difference between the Japanese and the English. I apologize for anybody that was expecting the English dub. I'm going to be using headphones, so you wouldn't have been able to tell anyway. But if you're watching the English dub alongside me, you'll probably notice the difference in the subtitles and can inform me of any important or relevant differences that I should be noting. So we'll see. It'll be fun to see a comparison, right? But I do want to thank Sunspots for getting me the file, because it saved me a lot of trouble, and I appreciate it. Jason also, to this effect, said, it's a shame we haven't gotten more adaptations over the years, because there's like dozens of these novels. I think Moomin commented they had read 5 of them. You would think for a series that's gone on for 40 years, we'd have more than 2 films. That was what I was thinking, but they said it's rumored that Kikuchi is not a big fan of anime in general, which may have something to do with that. I'm glad we got the ones we did, though, and look forward to the next reaction. Here's the thing. With the success of One Piece live action and all of these live action anime adaptations, most of them have been bad, but some of the more recent ones range from passable to One Piece live action, which is actually really good in my opinion. I wonder if Kikuchi is not a fan of anime if they would possibly like have like, I could easily see like a mini series or seasons of live action of Vampire Hunter D. I could see it. So I mean, if they're looking for source material to adapt, we've got IPs out there. So I'm honestly amazed we only have 2 films, because this series is so good. Whenever there's a vampire resurgence, this is gonna be ripe for the picking. So who knows? I would want it to be done well, but like when Guillermo del Toro is bored, can you make a Vampire Hunter D series? Can you do this for us, sir? But yeah, also to that effect, thank you, Jason N, for commissioning these. I had so much fun with Vampire Hunter. I could not wait to get to Bloodlust. I was like, oh man, I've got other things I need to record, but after that, we're gonna be getting into it. So I got my tea. I'm so ready. I'm so excited. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started. Obviously, for copyright reasons, we have to have the PIP down below. There will not be sound. Sorry, that's just the way it has to be. Blame YouTube. Blame the studios. That's all I can say. But anyway, in any case, we're going to be looking at the full-length reaction to Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust 2000. So came out 15 years later. What a wild time. I imagine they are different voice actors, but I could be wrong, you know? But we're going to get this started here. I'm so excited, and we're going to check out what happens with old boy D here in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Ah! Now, 2000. What a fun time. What a time to be alive. 'Twas a wild year, 2000. I feel like 2000 was the height of the resurgence of vampire and werewolf stories. So the fact that they made this that year makes so much sense. Like, capitalize on that hype. All the crosses! Everywhere has a cross! Oh, I love it! It has such a Sweeney Todd vibe. Yes, please. You can tell the animation, they were like, we got to budget now. I don't want D to look too different, though, because his style is so iconic. Oh! Something got in! Now, there were werewolves in the original Vampire Hunter D at the beginning. So, very possible. God, I love that, just the motif of... Ooh! Okay! Oh, shit. This soundtrack is wild already. Oh, damn, the cyborg horses! Ooh! Oh! Oh, wow. Hell yes, 2000s animation. Now, are we going to accost this woman? Because I really hope we don't accost this woman, but it seems like we're going to accost this woman. Damn it. Oh, shit. I love the vampire. Oh, that animation. Oh, damn. The distant future. Vampires rule the night, but their numbers are dwindling. Oh, I love the... It looks like a satellite. With huge bounties on their heads, a class of hunters has emerged. Bounty hunters! I mean, what other kind of hunters would we expect? One hunter is unlike all the others. He is a Dampier, a half-human, half-vampire. At war with himself, feared by all. This is reminding me of Memories. Tortured and alone he is. Oh, well, no, you don't tell it to his face! Screaming. Love it. 2000s. Get this. Sad and alone he is. Tall, dark, and brooding he is. What are you, Yoda? Wow. Come on, Cowboy Bebop. This feels like Cowboy Bebop. The animation style. I love it. Every fold of every piece of clothing will be perfectly executed and shadowed. Oh, damn. It's D! On a horse with no name. shooting at D. He ain't done nothing to you. Oh, damn, that cape. This animation's incredible. Love it. This is maybe one of my favorite styles of animation. God, every wrinkle on that face. Don't mind me. I want to see his hand with the mouth. He didn't skip leg day, you can tell. Oh, I like the mom and baby, the Madonna in the shadows. Ooh. Is he from the Matrix? No, there's another guy. I like he's in the shadows. Oh. Alan? Don't trust him. His name is Alan. And he's blonde. We've seen this song and dance before. He's like, ah, damn it, the assassins gave themselves away. Ah. Hmm. Oh, wow. How'd that go for you? Oh, crap. Always the horse aside, the equine aside, y'all. Glad you didn't knock over the photo of your sister. Holy shit. In 2000, that's a high amount. This is just in the future, but y'all know what I mean. Ooh. Like, Doris was gonna be. He's like, well, what if it's too late? Come on, power chair. There's a creepiness to that. Oh, wow. Oh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, shit. Wow. Damn. I'm seeing him make a bet and make a raise in the offer. I love the look of him. He looks great. Oh, wow. Oh, and he did it with the right hand. He grabbed it. Okay. This movie looks incredible. Oh, and you can tell he's an alcoholic because he's got the red nose. This very much seems like Hellsing as well, only not as stylized. Oh shit, that hand. Come on, dopey, what are you doing? Oh, shit, okay. Oh, the ghouls are great. What'd you show up in this sand steamer for? Oh, wow. Speaking of Hellsing. Speaking of Hellsing Ultimate. That probably came out around this time, didn't it? Wasn't it in the early 2000s? I feel like it was. Again, ghouls, vampires, werewolves, the lot. There was such a resurgence. I feel like it was like 80s and then 2000s. The spotlight with the cross! Behold the power of Jesus! Oh my god! That's crazy. That's, oh my God. Oh shit! The power of Christ compels you. Well now. Not good, Cotton. Who be this man? Oh, wow. Oh, hello. God help us. Oh my God. Layla. Layla. Or is it Leela? Oh, they're faded. Oh my God. Wow. There's such an X-Men vibe to this. Such an X-Men vibe to those outfits. Wow. Damn. And Cyborg again. That's awesome. Yes. Ha! Oh shit. What? Is it D? Oh, is it the horse? Don't kill the damn horse! Oh! Right! Right! Oh, that's iconic! With the... Hell yeah! Oh! 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 Hi, Borgoff. D. It stands for what you think it does. Bye! Mmm. Oh. The snake and the squirrel? Mmm. Oh, is he gonna get back all of his arrows? I mean, that's efficient. Ah. Huh. They're like, what? Oh my gosh. She's like, I'm done. She's like, I ain't got time for this. She's like, bye. I'm gonna get my unicycle and go. Layla. Got me on my knees. Yes. I think it is the same voice actor. right. Proper form. Proper horse riding form. Someone told him. Let dragon egg. Oh, that's so cool. Like the overpass. Yes, because it's futuristic. He looks like he's aged, the old hand. Wow. The hand looks like it's aged. Maybe. Oh my gosh! That's so cool. That horse is like, thank God you ain't letting me go through that shit. Oh, you are! Well, never mind. Can't hear you! Ah! Oh! That's so cool. Wow, I wonder how long it has been, considering the hand is aged. Interesting. Because, yeah, if he's half vampire, then he probably doesn't age very much. Horse is like, got this. Here we go again! Oh my gosh. Ooh. Ooh! I love it! The mixture of the old, the modern, and the futuristic. Hell yes. That's so cool. Genius. Way to go. That's so cool. Bitchin'. Bitchin'! I like how cooperative the hand is in this movie. In the original one, he was not so cooperative. He was more tongue-in-cheek. This must be a later novel. Oh. What's she doing? What we doing? What are we doing? Girl! Oh! Oh shit! Well, girl, what'd you think? Oh my god. That was a terrible idea. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? I like the cape became a wing. That was cool. Roll out! Oh! Ah! It's so good! Oh, the capes! The flowing hair! The epic eyes! Ah! Ah! Oh my gosh. Oh shit. Well. He's got the pretty bow tie as well. Oh, the wing has a sword. Yes. excuse me, princess. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh. That wasn't the sister. Mmm. But did we? Oh, shit. It's a shrapnel hitter. I thought he was going to do like Helsing and, you know, make her a vampire. But can Dampiers do that? Mmm. Oh, he just healed her. No, I don't think he bit her. Well, girl, you about to die, so... Should I have left you to die? Nope. Oh. Bastard. Wow, and there you go. Layla, I didn't do anything to help you. Meanwhile, subcarriage. Damn. Okay. But was that the sister? That seemed like a different woman. No, I guess it is the same one. Her hair looked red when he passed by. Oh. I wonder if he hasn't bit her, but he's just, it's kind of like maybe Dee and his mom, where she wasn't turned into a vampire. All the bats! Interesting. You still going on about this? Well, she owes him now. He saved her life. I like the one guy who doesn't have a cross necklace, but it's like painted on his face. Barbaroi. Hmm. Or is he old? Oh, brother. Oh, it's her brother. Hmm. Very. He just might. That's the face of I'm going to spill the tea at some point. Yeah, I don't like that. How about you don't? How about you do a long-range reconnaissance? Seems like a bad idea. I don't know. Seems like you're walking into a trap, going in the middle of a open plain with a carriage just out in the middle of nowhere, not moving. Seems like it's a trap for something, but I don't know. You guys know what you're doing. I'm not the hunter, you are. I just can't get over the animation. It looks incredible. The style is just fantastic. You can't rely on any guy named Kyle. I knew a bunch of guys named Kyle growing up, so that's the only reason I say that. Oh, damn them. But leg muscles. We didn't skip leg day. Oh, why'd you... Oh, yep. You're gonna use all your weapons. Well, get off it. Don't stand on it. That doesn't sound like the guy from earlier. Seems like a different person. Oh, wow. Oh, Barbaroi. Oh my god. Is this shadow manipulation? Oh, shit! Oh, crap. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, no! Oh no. Oh. Ah, shit. Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh my gosh. Well, crap. Not good, Cotton. Ha! Lovey just gives him so much shit. Ah! I love D just ignores everything he says. He's like, trust me on this, bro. How many years we've been doing this? Do not be distracted by the creature from the Black Lagoon or the sexy snake ladies. I'm standing on business, bitch. Let me in. Wouldn't be a vampire hunting movie without a good dungeon crawl. Let's hope we don't have any exploding heads. Oh, damn! It got all Mad Max up in here real quick. This feels a bit like deja vu. Such a bunch of nice guys here! Wow. Where's Jabba the Hutt? Oh. Oh, that's Barbaroi. That's amazing! Love the design. It's like an upgrade from the old witch from the last movie. Oh, I like the squint. Yeah, I got 20 million coming. Oh, the Barbaroi is a group. Okay. He's like, I'm kind of his son, so does nepotism help? I love the bold words for someone not on a unicycle. He's like, I could offer you a couple extra million, you know. But I guess that's not going to cut it. I love how pale he is. It's great. You're just going to sit there and watch, bitch? I see how it is. What are you guys, eating popcorn? Oh, shit. What? What are we doing? What are we doing? What is this? Ugh. I don't like needles, so no thank you. That voice sounds familiar too. Oh, wow. Hello! Hello! Damn! She would be amazing to cosplay. This voice is so familiar. I know I've heard it before. Oh. Oh, wow! Holy shit! What is this? Is he supposed to be like a firefly motif? Grove. Oh, wow. It's like sucking his like life force out to create this, like a living bomb. That's freaking cool! What? That's so bitchin'! Oh, wow. Oh, he's like a void. Ah! D's like, really gonna get in the way of my, follow the ghost of Christmas present. Give me a hug, bitch. Oh! His soul did leave his body. Oh my god. That's so ingenious. I love that storytelling. You jinxed it for yourself, my dude. Oh my gosh, the fluidity of this is so freaking good. The soundtrack is amazing as well, by the way. Ah, damn it! Not the horse! Save the horse! No! No! Not the equinicide! Horse guts and everything! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. No! No! You dumbasses! You would have heard it! Oh, crap. Ah, shit. Oh, crap, no! Oh! Oh! These vampire and monster powers are so freaking cool. Caroline. Not Caroline. Oof. Oh, Kyle. Good job, Kyle, for noticing. I love the abandoned oil rigs. Great. Actually, him having red hair and being called Kyle's making me think of South Park. No, watch out for the shadows! The shadows! I love that Jason talked about how some of the world building is just never explained. It's like, why does Dee have a hand that has a mouth? We don't know. Do you need to know? No, just know that he has one. It's fine. Cut the strings. Yay! Poor freaking horse, though. Stay out of the shadows. Nolt told you this, bitch. Yes! Oh my god. Oh, wow. So freaking cool! Ah! Bitch! Okay, one down. 2 to go. Where'd she go, though? Mm. Oh. Hmm. And to fix your sand ship there. Hmm. Interesting. Ha! Just chilling in my coffin. Dear Lord Mayor Link. Das. Ah, damn it, I can't read German! Oh, the gateway to the stars is here. Oh, damn it! out to be a nice vampire and they were just trying to escape her shitty father and brother? What if it wasn't as bad as we think it is? What if this is all a big red herring? And he's just trying to uphold his vampire reputation. Oh, this is cool. What is this? Yada yada. Rest a little. And you're dressed in all black, my dude. I love that he's just quiet the whole time. Oh, it is a satellite dish. Hey, sun sickness is not to be messed with. I know that feeling, so no, sun sickness is not fun. Don't worry, you all look kind of spooky. And there he is. Girl knows. Like that one sign just said drug. She's like, cool, shove off. She's like, he's kind of asexual, so it's totally fine. This guy had a pretty decent hand. 2 queens, ace, 2 threes, pair of queens, ace high. A very cool beer. You make it lukewarm, bitch, and you ain't getting a tip. You boys got a problem? Oh, hi, sir. Howdy. She's like, and I know how to use it. Well, no, actually. Oh. Ew. Oh. Girl, do not be getting D hunted after. He ain't done nothing wrong. Is he gonna try to get another horse? I want to buy that horse! You're just gonna get it killed. Oh, damn. I love that they're cyborg horses, so they're tinkering on them in a shop like that, and he's building another one. Wow. He paid for the horse. Wow. Wow, he's like, how discriminatory. Should have guessed. He's like, well, the horseshoes would have done me no good. Left the cross there. This drunk driver of my business! It's my horse! He's like, when was it a law? I wasn't at the meeting it was passed. Oh, you're not letting any. Throw the shade. Uh-huh. Mmm. It wasn't him. Was it D? Yeah, wow. Could it be that it was the same one, or is it a different Dampier? Well, it's just... Listen up, prick! Yeah. Polk, my dude! Holy shit! This is my small business. Let me sell the damn horse. Oh no, thank you. Hey! Yes, it was him. Oh, decades ago. Wow. So how old he is, yeah. And that beautiful face hasn't changed a bit. No. They hit puberty and we're good to go. Thanks, old man. I'll be on my way. Mm-hmm. Oh, girl, come on now. I love little cyborg horses. Meanwhile, Bengay. Aw. I like this vampire tending the horses. Or I guess they're not vampires because he's in... Oh, it's her. Ah. So has she been bitten, I'm assuming? Maybe she does like him. I mean, they don't seem... That one guy's taking pretty good care of the horses. That's kind of cool. Maybe him and her, maybe he does like her. Because Dee said that he hadn't harmed any women or put his hand on a human before, so... Ah. Hmm. Hmm. No, he was pretty vague about that. Intentionally so. There we go. Mm. Mm. Oh, I love the water ripples. Oh, bitch! Oh. He's like, bitch, I've been doing this for decades, actually. Above you. Ah, shit! Hell no! Crap. Crap. Him walking on the water! I love the inside of his cape is orange. Girl, that woman could not be more 90s if she tried. Oh, she can become part of the elements of the metal from the tank and the wood of the trees. Shit. Oh, what is this? Oh, is it like the spores? Oh. Crap. Crap. Don't get staked. Well, shit. I love that she can become one with the elements. That's so cool. All of these monster designs. I don't know what Horsemaster does. Whatever his name, but Bengay had a cool thing. She's got a cool thing. Timber! Oh! Oh, shit! Oh! Oh. Oh. Damn. Oh, bitch! Ah! That's crazy. So did she die or not? Oh. Trying to dig a hole with his sword! Oh. Well, we're about to take him in as, Girl. Girl. You're gonna save that vampire because he saved you, and then you're gonna be even. Didn't bury his... I guess didn't bury his head. I guess that's okay. Just go stay here in the mud. Ah, shit! Damn it! Damn it! No, why'd you drop the gun, bitch? Ah, shit! Ah, damn, no! Oh, wow! Okay! Wow! Bah! The knife and the tree will do it. That'll do, pig. That'll do. That was so friggin' cool! Damn! Alright. He's gonna be a little puddle of mud by the time this is over. This horse is like, damn. Hope it don't rust. Well, He has a type to attract the blonde ladies. Mm. Ooh. It's about to become his business, though. Oh. Mm. Her and Grove. Mm. Oh my god. Mm. Okay, so she was by herself. Grove's just a brother in spirit. Oh wow. Wow. Hmm. He would. Huh. I love her design. Mm. Oh. No. He's not. Mm. Ah. Ah. I love this movie's so good. I'm so impressed. Understood, he says. Love how his sword and the inside of his cape is matching. Like, that's fashion. Well, you're usually not wrong when that happens. Oh, yes, way. What is it? The Castle of Chaith? Huh? Ah. Okay. Getting to the climax. You know, we got 40 minutes left. Let's go. This Chaith Castle is building up to be pretty good. My question is, why you gotta go from one location to the other? Why couldn't you just get married back where you were from? Ah, shit. He looks like a character from Hellsing. The one guy, not Kyle, but the other one. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Ooh, ooh. Oh, shit. Don't jinx it. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Maybe he really does love her. I mean, girl, I don't blame you for at this point. Holy cow. No, don't underestimate him. What if she bit his arm? Oh my God. Oh yeah, oh wow. Oh wow. Oh. Oh. Damn. Okay. I mean, I kind of am rooting for him a little bit. There seems to be more. Yeah, right. Layla's like, hold on. Oh my God. Girl. Oh. Oh, he's a werewolf. Okay, that makes sense now. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, he snapped his neck. Oh. She's like, I'm glad I didn't stick around with them bozos. Wow. That's wild. Dude. Mmm. Wow. Hmm. I mean, yeah. Oh, I was like, you haven't bit her yet, but. Ah. Interesting. He didn't bite her. I'm like, what are we doing with this sword? Curiouser and curiouser. So will Dee get there to the castle with them, realize they actually love each other, and that he hasn't bitten her, and then be like, okay, you guys are totally chill. You guys stay in this castle and leave everybody else alone. Did he live? Oh no, it's Grove. Correct. That we made it out alive? Oh. Talk some sense into him, Layla. Oh! He looks so miserable. He's like, easy for you all to say, you can walk. Grove's ability is like one of the coolest freaking things I've seen in any type of media for a while. And this take on the werewolf is so freaking cool. The giant, like mouth in the stomach. That's so crazy! Love it. Love it. That's why he took care of the cyborg horses, because he's an animal too. He understands. Like notorious Cathal Chaith. Carmilla Bathory. Oh. Oh, wow. So did Dee's dad and do some vigilante justice? You would. He's like, you've not listened to me the whole movie. Yes. Yes, exactly. That's what you're thinking. Mm-hmm. I wondered if he was like thinking, since he hadn't turned her yet, if he was like, oh, y'all gonna get together and have another me. Let's not do that. The soundtrack, y'all! The soundtrack! This castle's so freaking cool! The choir. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, love it! Come on, 2000. You got that budget! You got that budget! I know that 2000s anime had very gothic tones and stuff, but this is the perfect movie for that gothic tone to just... Give me the Death Note! Give me the Hellsing Ultimate! Let's go! I thought he killed that bitch. Wow. Well, you did their work for them. Oh. Oh. Wow, that's gorgeous. Is it? Did they drive all the way to a vampire love hotel? They drove to a vampire love hotel. This Red Queen woman is ready for the Met Gala. Yeah. She's like, I guess y'all have these kinks. We're not here to kink shame anybody. I love her long-ass train that goes everywhere. So is she the one that supposedly was killed? Oh, wow. very much like Memories. This feels like millennial, like the rose, metallic rose. Hey, D, just let him go. D, let him get out of here. Let him, let them go out. Yes. Just let them fly out to space. They'll be fine. Aw. Okay, so Carmilla, yeah. I mean, that's awfully generous for her to give them a rocket ship that she's been hoarding. Damn, girl, that is a labyrinth-style wedding dress. Oh, you can't see him in the reflection! That's so cool! Yes! I mean, God, she looks like Sarah from Labyrinth. Damn, girl. Damn, girl! Damn, girl, you said it! Mmm. 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 Oof. Oh. We were just passing through. Damn, girl. I love that you can't see him. Oh. I kind of love their love for each other. Really, truly. Spoken like a true husband and wife already. Unfinished business. I just love the animation. Maybe D can be like, hey, you guys want to go to the stars? Okay. You want to leave on a spaceship? All right. Why not? I feel like Guillermo del Toro, what was the movie Crimson Peak? I feel like a lot of Crimson Peak might have been influenced by this. That centerpiece with the marble freaking horses and everything, that's so incredible. Dee's like, I gotta go to my dad's second vacation home to go face this vampire. Why would you challenge D? Just tell him you guys are getting on a spaceship. He might let you go. Let him, like... Oh... What? What? Holy shit! What? Was that D though? Oh my god, this got trippy so quick. Is he really dead? Oh no! Did Carmilla trick them into coming there? Or did he really just kill him? I don't trust any of this. I feel like Carmilla tricked them into coming. I do love that floor. That spiderweb wood floor is amazing. Would want that for my home. Let's get on that. Ah, hell. Oh, you guys are dead. You're all just dead. Leave Grove there. Yes, stay there and help you borrow Grove. He's like, I am landlocked here. Help. Not Kogami from Psycho-Pass is not making out alive. This feels very Metallic Rose. This feels like, yeah, it does. Cute. I mean, she's not cute. She's drop dead gorgeous. This doesn't look quite as savory as the other parts of the castle. Those are all coffins. Do those all have vampires in them? Don't like where that's going. Old Lady Bezos offering you a rocket ship seems suspicious. She don't just offer... Have you seen rocket ships go up for just anybody else while you think you're special enough to get one? Nah, this all reads as suspicious. Oh, wow. That's his mom, yeah. I mean, her hair is amazing, but yeah. I wonder if he sees a resemblance to her with his mom. Oh my god! Wow! Okay! Okay! What is this mind fuckery? No, don't fall for it, you asshole! No! Don't fall for it! It's a trap, you mother trucker! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh shit. Nope! Nope! This is not the place to be. This is not the place to be. There's a reason why it comes here. Oh, her pigtails. Wow, and her freckles. Y'all, recognize these are dreams. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, yeah. He's like, nah! You're gonna get stabbed, girl! Oh. Damn it! Damn! Oh! Oh! You're welcome. Mm-hmm. Oh, ha, ha! That woman did not seem congenial from the start. Yes! Ah. She looked like the Red Queen. Okay, so she killed the one guy. That's crazy. Nope, not true. No, I think he's dead. We're strictly platonic. Oh my god. Ah, shit. Ah, shit! Ah, shit. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, hey, Grove! Grove! Oh! Oh, shit! Grove, my dude! He's like, you reflect on that. Oh my god. Ah. Shit. Ah, damn. This soundtrack is incredible. Oh, she wanted to be brought back to life. Ah, shit! Damn it! Oh my god! Oh! Well, at least you don't have to worry about a dampier now. That's kind of done. Oh, shit. Ah! He's like, wow, I love her design so much. Impossible to cosplay, but... Oh my god. I mean, when you put it that way... Oh, wow. Oh my god! Oh no! Mmm. Mmm. Wow, yes. She's like, I'm not here for your philosophy. Ugh. Oh! Speaking of Crimson Peak! Oh, bitch! Oh, wow. Oh! Oh, ew! Oh! Work together to get rid of this bitch! My dad fought you once, and now I get to fight you. Yeah, about that. Ah! We don't talk about my dad. It's kind of a sore subject. Also, where is his dad? Is he dead? I thought these vampires lived forever. Girl. Oh. 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 Can't you turn her into a vampire? Or is it because the other woman bit her? Oh. Oh, oh! I feel bad for this vampire. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Girl, Layla, just let them get in the ship and go. Let them get in the ship and go. Oh, wow. D ain't messing around. Mmm. Wow. Ah! So he can't just go on the ship, D? He can't just fly off into space? Let him live his Katy Perry fantasy, D. Is she gonna turn into a vampire, though? Well, I mean, we're all mad here, right? Black versus white, come on! Oh, wow. Girl, don't let your guard down. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh, shit! Damn it! Why did you miss? Oh. Oh, that's so freaking cool. Oh. Damn. Oh, is he gonna take her with? Is he gonna make her a vampire and they can go sail off together? Since she's dead, technically. Or is he into some necro stuff? She's like, what about? Well, that was something. Oh, and it's like a space station, like like a not a space station, but like a rocket launch. Freaking love it. Ha! Aw. She's like, I've got a unicycle, bitch. No. She's like, let me. She's like, hell yes, I was gonna hop up in front of this man. There they go. Wow. Mm-hmm. Yeah! Ah! Ah, yeah! D, you won't say anything, but you know. Get your ass up to space! Oh! Vampire Hunter D was spectacle and gore and blood. This was like a damn romance. Hell yeah. Hmm. Oh. Nice. I know, right? Rooting for them. Appropriate transition. Hmm. 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 Oh, wow. And that was... Oh, that was her as a kid, wasn't it? Oh. Oh. Grandma Layla. Damn, and he looks the same. Hmm. To put the flower in the grave. Oh my God. Oh! Stop. Stop. Oh. Damn. Answer me, bitch. Wow. Our ageless vampire hunter. Are we gonna get to see the two of them in space together forever? Ah, that was so freaking good! Oh my God! Oh my gosh! Wow. Okay. That was so good. That was so good. Oh. Oh, Wendy Lee is Charlotte in the English and Mike McShane? Yeah. Okay. Wendy Lee is like classic English dub. Wow, John DiMaggio pulling his weight. Debbie Derryberry is... That was a choice by your parents. Yeah, because apparently this came out in English first. Wild. How? We're gonna do some research on this. Crazy talk. Masami Ozone is such a bitchin' cool name. Mm. This feels very 2000s for the song. Hell yeah. What a great movie. I was all about this. All about this. I'm like, do we get an end credit scene? I'm gonna fast forward a little bit ahead. Not that I don't dislike the song. Okay, come on. Give us a little hint. Give us a wee little bit. Come on. Give us a little bit at the end. A wee bit. I just need like a little bit. Madhouse! Of course it's Madhouse. Yes, that style. Iconic. Good job, Madhouse. I don't think we have anything left. I don't think we have anything left. Oh, that's so sad. Ah! Fantastic. I am floored. This was so much fun. 1. Oh, Jason N., you selected a very, very good movie. This stuff is right up my alley. Gothic noir, fantastic animation, dark, brooding, tall, angsty man character. I'm here for it. I've watched a couple of shows on my channel recently that have this dark, tall, dark, and handsome brooding character, and I'm like, yes, please. So fantastic. We're going to talk about the production. We're going to talk about the things with it and about Vampire Hunter D in general, but I want to go and talk about Bloodlust before we go back to, I guess we'll talk about Vampire Hunter D as a whole, but I want to talk about the voice actors before we get too far into this. I think that the fact that this was voiced by an English dub cast first before a Japanese sub is so bizarre. I guess it's English sub before Japanese dub. That's so crazy to me. We're going to talk about it, right? So we're going to talk about all the logistics, but I want to go through, I feel like people in general will know the Japanese voice actors a little bit more. I don't know Auntie Philpott, who plays D in the English dub. John Rafter Lee, I don't know him. Now, Wendy Lee, she's the voice of Yaruichi from Bleach in the English dub. She also is a major ADR director. I remember watching behind the scenes videos with Full Metal Alchemist and Bleach, and I think she was directing on a lot of those. She's well known in the English dub. Like, she's one of the OGs. So I think she was also, was she Faye Valentine? I have a signed picture from the English dub actors of Spike and Faye. I don't think... let's get into Wendy Lee. I'm gonna look up. I really looked up to Wendy Lee as a kid. I was like, she's amazing. She's in dubbing and doing voice acting. Mike McShane being the left hand, of course. Let me see. The rest of the actors I don't know as much, but Wendy Lee, she's been doing voice acting since the 80s. Girl has made a living. She's Bulma in the English dub of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. She also is, she's Valentine. I was like, I think Wendy Lee, I have her autograph, but yeah, she is Faye Valentine. She's been in a lot of stuff. She has done lots of anime for like over 40 years. Woman is incredible. But so the voice actor in the Japanese sub that I listened to in this reaction, D's voice actor was Hideyuki Tanaka, who was born in 1950. He's 75 now. He's been voice acting since the 70s, but there's some interesting correlations with the Japanese voice actors, like shows that they all have in common, or most of them have in common, which is neat. But the roles that Hideyuki Tanaka has played that I thought were interesting was he's the narrator as well as Koguri in Slam Dunk. So I thought that was fun. He's also been in Cardcaptor Sakura. He's Kinomoto, which Caroline's voice actress was in Cardcaptor as well, which we'll talk about. He was Maxwell in Hellsing, which is crazy. He's Doflamingo in One Piece, which is crazy. He's Grimmer in Monster. Those three characters, Maxwell, Doflamingo, and Grimmer, have nothing in common. So I'm like, what? What the range of Hideyuki Tanaka. In the 2010s, he has been in some anime that I don't know, but he plays BG9 in Bleach 1000 Year War Blood Arc. I'm about to watch it here starting in April, so I'll have to be keeping my eyes out for that. But that's the most recent one that I knew, and he was Omegamon in Digimon, so that's good. That's gonna come play. Like Digimon, Cowboy Bebop, Hellsing, and Cardcaptors have like connections with these voice actors. It's kind of crazy. So then I was telling you all, speaking of Digimon, I was telling you all that the old man that worked for the Barbaroi, I was like, I've heard that voice before. Where have I heard that voice? His voice actor is Chikao Otsuka, who has unfortunately passed in 2015, but had done voice acting since the 60s, like Astro Boy. They were Tao Pai Pai in Dragon Ball. They were also Dr. Londis in Cowboy Bebop, and here's the thing, they played Goldie Roger in One Piece, which if you've seen One Piece, you know Goldie Roger's voice, right? Then in Digimon, they were Piedmon. And that's where I heard that voice. I was like, where have I heard this voice before? It's Piedmon. He sounds like Piedmon in this. And I was like, okay, that's where I've heard it before. But he was also Arthur Helsing in Helsing. So there's a connection there as well. And he was Petrov in Monster. So like these voice actors all just came to the studio and they were like, hey, long time no see. Also, Hellsing came out in 2001, which is why, again, the vampire werewolf saga was wild in the early 2000s. I feel like in the 80s, it made like, because you think of Lost Boys, you think of Interview with a Vampire, like the 80s to the early 90s was a vampire time, and then it went to like Angels and Demons, and then it came back to vampires and werewolves later. Things cycle around. It's great. But yeah, he'd been doing voice acting throughout. He also has been in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, so look at that. Then there was, okay, listen, the voice actor for Meyer Link, our hot, brooding, handsome, romantic vampire, was played by the Koichi Yamadera. And you may be like, oh, who's Koichi Yamadera? Well, I will tell you right now that he is none other than Kaji. In Neon Genesis Evangelion, and he is Spike in Cowboy Bebop. So I swear, like Cowboy Bebop, which came out in 1998, they were just like, hey, you want to also be in this production as well? So yeah, he was in that. He also has been, I don't think he's been in Digimon. I don't believe so. But yeah, what the fudge, y'all? Yeah. Is he still voice acting as of late? Yeah, he is too. Okay. Oh, he's in To Be Your Hero X, but I do not want to see which character he is, so that's going to be fun. And he's in Bleach 1,000 Year War Blood Arc. Oh my gosh, these characters, they just all got together and they're like, long time no see. So that's so awesome. And then the two main voice actresses, Layla's voice actress is Megumi Hayashibara, who has played Young Genkai in Yu Yu Hakusho, and also has played Rei in Neon Genesis. I'm like, you had Rei and Kaji's voice actors getting back together? Wild. Also in Pokemon, she's Jessie, so that's great. And in Cowboy Bebop, she's Faye Valentine. So literally, Layla and Meyer Link, their voice actors are like, we've seen each other quite a bit, right? That's so wild. And I just been in so many things. And then Emi Shinohara plays Caroline, and she's been in Cardcaptor Sakura. She was not in Cowboy Bebop, but she was in Cardcaptors, and has been in a bunch of other, like Naruto, she was Uzumaki, Kushina. So lots of things, lots of different series. So stacked cast for the Japanese dub and the English sub. So that was really cool. So I want to talk about I'm trying to figure out, do I want to just talk about Hunter D in general and then Bloodlust? Let's do that. So what we couldn't talk about last week, because I wanted to wait till I saw this one to avoid spoilers, is that this series is set in a post-nuclear Earth. That combines different pulp genres, Western, sci-fi, horror, Lovecraftian horror, dark fantasy. Honestly, the light novels seem like a lot of fun. I think I'd have a lot of fun reading them. I really do. D is such an interesting character to follow. He has kind of like a stoicness to him, like Guts from Berserk, but also I'm into the very Batman type characters, and he very much seems like Vampire Batman, essentially. But yeah, love this. So basically, this story says in 1999, a nuclear war happened, and the nobility were vampires that planned for a possible nuclear war and sequestered all that was needed to rebuild civilization and shelters. They used science combined with magic to restore the world in their image. Nearly all magical creatures on Earth are genetically engineered by the nobility to possess supernatural abilities, regeneration, biological immortality, with a very small number being demon gods, aliens, extra-dimensional beings, who survived the Holocaust. Despite their technology being advanced enough to create a blood substitute as food, they still prefer to feed on humans. That kind of makes sense, because in the 1985 movie, they talked about how vampires used to rule, and I was like, well, how do they rule if they're eating the people that they're ruling over? But if they built a substitute for blood... But that also goes with what Meyer Link says in this movie, where he talks about that their need for blood makes them animals, and so they kind of bypass the whole scientific need for the substitute because they want the actual thing. As such, they create a civilization where vampires and humans coexisted, eventually developing the planet into parklands and cities. The society eventually stagnates when vampire technology perfects scientific prophecy, which determines that they are at their zenith of existence and doomed to fall, overthrown by humans. Right? The human race was transformed at this time with the fear for the vampires being woven into their genetic, and their inability to remember vampire weaknesses such as garlic and crucifixes. I mean, I don't know if they forgot about them crucifixes because they're everywhere. But the nobility can reproduce sexually, although their offspring will permanently cease aging after reaching physical maturity. Hence D, having inherited their vampire parents' immortality. So, yeah. So, yep, D is one such Dampier. Says that he's been genetically engineered by the ruler and the first vampire. There's so much in here that I kind of want to read the novels if I ever get a chance and see for myself. So, I don't want to get too far into it, but I do like the just the aspect about him being basically the sacred ancestor's son. It's Dracula and like all that. I kind of love it. So I also, the world building in this series is so much fun. Jason and kind of talked about it in their comments that like D has this face and a hand that sucks things up. How do you get it? Not important. So I loved that throughout this movie there was moments where you could see like the transition, like the highways and the road signs, but then it became like something futuristic, but then it was also abandoned, and it's just and the castle being also like a rocket launch site is so cool. The animation Madhouse, I love Madhouse's animation. I'm really drawn to it. Hellsing, obviously, well, you got the voice cast for series that you were animating, so they're all in their wheelhouse. They're all animators hired under contract, I'm sure, but they do a great job. Madhouse is just so good. I love their animation style. It's kind of like, you know, you can see Mappa's style and what it is. It's very distinct. You know a Mappa piece when you see it. Bones, Studio Bones, you know a Studio Bones piece when you see it. Studio Orange is kind of the same thing when they're using the CGI work like Land of the Lustrous and Trigun, Stampede, and Stargaze. You see that. And then like there's different, IGN has like kind of its own style too. You just kind of, I can identify the studios and where their niche is. And Madhouse just has, especially Madhouse from the early 2000s, there's a very distinct style of drawing, and I'm kind of all about it. It's like the hyper maximalist detail, but instead of like, it's not just the backgrounds, but people's like the clothing on the men at the beginning where every wrinkle is hyper exaggerated. Everything has a shadow. Everything has a highlight. Like it's so maximalist, and it feels so late 90s, early 2000s. I'm like, yes, love it. It's not as gritty as the 80s, but it's still like aesthetically just like, you just want to watch it. It was giving me a lot of vibes too. And I don't know if the direction or production team is similar, but with the movie Memories that I watched about a month or so back, it was giving me vibes of Metallic Rose, like thematically with the ship and everything, but the animation style, living for it, loved it. So yeah, there's apparently also audio dramas of the first 3 novels in 5 parts, so that's fun, cool. I want to know. So Bloodlust is based off of one of the books. It's based off of Demon Death Chase in the English. So which novel was it? I want to see the light novels. Like which light novel was it based off of? So Vampire Hunter D light novels. I want to know like how far in advance of the series that we're in as we look through this. So Demon Death Chase came out in 1985, so it has to be one of the first ones. So oh yeah, so Vampire Hunter D was the 1985 movie that we saw, and then Razor of Gales was the second book, and Demon Death Chase is the third. Okay, nice. You know what? That seems about fair because usually the second book is like, it's like the one right after the pilot, not as good, but still necessary and wonderful in itself. But yeah, Demon Death Chase. I want to read that one. Want to read it. But yeah, there's so many books. Nice. I agree with Jason. I wish they would adapt these. I know that the creator doesn't necessarily like anime, but I really wish they would adapt them. If they did a live action or if they did something like animated. You let the US have Bloodlust, like let them animate it. I don't know. Hell, we'd probably use AI. But it seems like it's such a shame because there's so much material. You could do so much with it. And D is such an interesting protagonist. So let's talk about Vampire Hunter D. And I'm going to pull up the wiki and go through it. A 2000 dark fantasy vampire adventure anime film written for the screen and directed by Yoshiaki Kawajiri, based on the 1985 novel Vampire Hunter D, Demon Death Chase by Hideyuki Kikuchi. The film began production in 1997 and was completed with the intention of being shown in American theaters. It was shown in 12 theaters across the US and received generally positive reception from American critics. It said it made $151,000 from 12 cinemas. That's not bad for 1999, 2000 standards. It came out at the Fantasia Fest July of 2000 and 2001 in Japan. What's interesting is it was originally made with the English cast in mind, but the release dates were it came out April 21st of 2001 in Japan and September 23rd, 2001 in the US, which is crazy. That you intended it to go out in the US with the English dub, and then it came out in Japan before then. So, okay. It was released in Japan, Hong Kong, and the US. Huh. Okay. And so we're going to go through the plot here in a little bit, but I want to go down the production. The idea for a new Vampire Hunter D film came after there was a fan demand to make a follow-up to the 1985 film. The author was in favor of this because he often complained about the quote-unquote cheapness in the look of the original film. Look, I love the camp of the 1985 film. I love the camp. I love the gore. I think it's a fun time. But with that being said, if I was the author of this series and that was the adaptation, and at the same time you're seeing like Studio Ghibli and Castle in the Sky and stuff come out, I'd probably feel the same. I'd probably be like, okay. So I understand why they'd be like, I need something that can follow up and be, because the animation in this film is stunning. Stunning animation. The score, the orchestral choir like singing as they get to that castle was so epic. It was just amazing to listen to. So, plans for a new film started in 1997 by director Yoshiaki Kawajiri and the production company Madhouse. Around the same time, producer Matayachi Chiro Yamamoto wanted to pick up the rights to Madhouse's Wicked City alongside the original Vampire Hunter D film. During the discussion about both productions, Yamamoto heard about the new Vampire Hunter D film and wanted to not only get involved with the video distribution but in production, with the goal to give the film a possible theatrical release in America. The story of Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust is based on the third novel. The art style was matched for the rest of the characters in the film by animation director Yutaka Minowa. The animation for the film was created in the Madhouse Studios in Tokyo, while the post-production work was done in California. Okay, that makes sense, because I was like, if they're doing this in English, how does that work with the production? But they were kind of like tag teaming it. It's interesting because I'm watching at the same time. There's a video by Lindsay Ellis that's just come out about, I've been really fascinated with the whole Thief and the Cobbler and Disney kind of not stealing, but drawing heavy influence for Aladdin from that. And Lindsay Ellis on YouTube just came out with like this hour-and-a-half expose about it. You should go watch it. It's fantastic. But something they were talking about was that when Disney was hitting a big slump in the 80s, and their animation studio was nearly crashing, that they outsourced. Like Disney production was, they were involved in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but they outsourced the animation to like a Canadian animation company that ended up going to like London to do part of the animation work. So the idea of splitting productions like this was actually pretty common in the 80s and 90s, which is, considering how technology was in the 80s and 90s for that, is kind of crazy, especially compared to now, is kind of wild. But yeah, so the English soundtrack for the film was recorded in 1999 before the Japanese dialogue was finished. The film's title of Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust was a last-minute decision to distinguish it from the first film. I'm glad they did that. Because, I mean, Vampire Hunter D Demon Death Chase seems like it's specific to the title that the book is based off of, but it's, here's the thing. I looked at the reception and it said that most American audiences reacted favorably to it, but some were like not as on board. And I think the reason for that is because they didn't watch the 1985 anime movie, which if you grew up in the 90s and early 2000s in the US, as I did, I would have been 12 in 2000. Trust and believe, anime was not favorably looked upon at that time. My parents were like, you watching them Japanese cartoons? And I was like, yes. But you were Japanese animation A lot of people thought it was just hentai. A lot of people did not get the variety and depth of this cultural medium. And so there was lots of assumptions about it. There was lots of misinformation. It felt like you were in this niche like fandom that was not accepted by the rest of the world at the time, or at least that's how I felt. So I could understand the movie releasing, and if you weren't, and also the distribution and access to those films in the late 90s, early 2000s, not easy. The internet was just a baby, did not have access for everyone to all these things. And so I'm sure that getting access to the original Vampire Hunter D movie was extremely difficult. So people hadn't seen it. They didn't know the backstory with D or the setup. Because this movie, it gives you enough that you could understand and get D. But it really benefits you if you've watched the first one, I feel. I feel like you could watch this as a standalone, but you really want to see that first one to kind of get an idea about his character. Because they don't even really talk much about him being Dracula's kid in this. It's already assumed. They get into the mom and all that. But I feel like you really needed to see the first film. But anyway, so to promote the film, a 2.5-minute long trailer in 1998 was shown at anime fan conventions. Oh my gosh. And could you imagine? Could you imagine just being at an anime convention and seeing a 2.5-minute trailer for this in 1998? The astonishment. The completed version was released theatrically in English language version, and it was subtitled in Japanese. And so in America, it played in 6 theaters before expanding to 12. It grossed $25,000 in this run and $151 in total, making it the highest grossing Japanese film ever in a language other than Japanese. Okay. And so, and then it was released on DVD in 2002. And then it said on February 3rd, 2015, Discotek Media got their license to release the Blu-ray on September 2015. However, due to licensing restrictions, they were only in English audio only. But then in 2001, I think that they've said since then there's been a Blu-ray released. I'm going to have to I want both of these films, so I'm going to get them because they're just so much fun. Anyway, cool. So anyway, as far as the plot goes, Charlotte, let's talk about one huge difference between the first film and this film that I really appreciated, and I was really hesitant about it. And I think that it is also a testament to seeing culture shifts, because this came out 15 years after the original Vampire Hunter D movie, so less than 2 decades. But already, like, the female characters in this movie, none of them were exploited. None of them were objectified. No, I mean, granted, Layla and Charlotte were, Charlotte was basically at the mercy of Meyer Link and needing his protection all the time. But granted, okay, Layla was like, she was a self-competent, self-sufficient character that managed to get out alive in the end and have a family and go on, and we'll talk about the flowers in the grave. But I really appreciated the fact that there wasn't any exploitation. See? You can have a great movie and have sexy female characters and you don't have to objectify them. Look at that. Look what we got. Look at that. It's not hard. And it just opened up, I think, just for a lot of opportunities. The cast, so much creativity. Loved it. So I really expected the father that hired Dee and the brother to come back into the story by the end. I almost wondered if we would find out that the brother and the dad were actually terrible people and abused Charlotte or something, and that's why she was running off with this vampire. But no, she just loved him, and he loved her. Like, I was rooting for them both by the end of it. I was like, damn, I kind of want them to get in that rocket ship and go off together, and they do. Now, since she was bit by a vampire, I don't know how the logistics of this vampire world works. Sometimes they get a little wonky. In some vampire stories, if you're bitten by a vampire, you become a vampire. It's kind of like a zombie situation. In other vampire movies, like in Queen of the Damned and Interview with the Vampire, in the Anne Rice vampire stories, because I've read some of them, you have to get bitten by a vampire, drained of all your blood, and then you have to drink the blood of the vampire, and that restores you and makes you immortal, which is a good, cool world building thing for that. So that's how Anne Rice's vampire stories work. But then there are other vampire stories where if you're bitten and then, the vampire gives you their blood, it doesn't have to be you biting the bag. The vampire lore can shift between stories. So the one thing that I wasn't sure of, we know that if you're just bitten by a vampire, you become a ghoul. But I didn't know what the baptism in the 85 version, they called it the vampire's kiss, and there was a marriage. But here with Meyer Link, we don't really get what the baptism explained. We don't get exactly what it is. So maybe when he got on the ship, he did that and she became a vampire and they got to be immortal together forever. Right? Because it said she was dead, but at the same time, I'm like, could he bring her back as a vampire? I do like that they kind of leave it ambiguous. I really wanted to see like an end credit scene with the two of them together just to get confirmation, but no. So anyway, Charlotte's older brother Adam hires the Marcus brothers, composed of their leader Borgoff, the hulking Nolt, the Blade Master Kyle, the frail and physically bedridden psychic Grove. We're talking about Grove. Freaking Grove. And Layla, a woman who holds a grudge towards vampires. They race after Meyer, learning Charlotte was not kidnapped, but chose to accompany him out of love for the vampire. I also liked that we saw, because, you know, you have to think about how Dee became in existence, and Dee is worried that, you know, the two of them getting together could bring another Dhampir into the world. And he's like, I have to suffer being immortal, but I also have human emotions. He's like, I gotta deal with this shit. I'm not having this happen to nobody else. But in the same vein, I do kind of like Meyer Link's character and the fact that he didn't ever bite her, that it wasn't him biting her. It was the, what's her face, Carmilla, that ended up biting her. And then the fact that he at the end just like loved her. Like that was, I was like, oh my gosh. And they drew him so soft. They drew that damn vampire daddy so soft. I was like, oh, swoon. I was like, Layla, I'm kind of rooting for them now. I don't want to let them go. But yeah, so the shapeshifter Caroline, the shadow, because there's Charlotte and Caroline, Carmilla, there's a lot of C names in here. So the shapeshifter Caroline was freaking cool. Her ability, she looked like an X-Men. She looked like an X-Men Metatrol doll. She was like, I loved her big 80s hair that was like transcending to the 2000s. She just looked like an X-Men, which was really fun. But her being able to, because at first I thought she could turn into metal, but finding out she could shapeshift into elements was awesome. Absolutely awesome. Then there was Bengay. Bengay, the shadow manipulator. His was kind of a cool tactic, but I definitely think he was the easiest to get rid of. And then Mashira, the werewolf with the giant mouth coming out of him was something straight out of Berserk. I thought that was so fun. Yep. And then, yeah, I liked that we had the old man that was leader of the Barbaroi, and he was like, rah, 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 rah. And then just like, he was like a cool continuation of like the witch motif. So yeah, the carriage stopping, I liked the trap that Bengay led. And then also the whole scene that was at like the ruins with the lake, that was beautifully animated. So good. So we find out that Dee can have a heat syndrome, sun sickness, a condition common among Dhampirs and vampires. Well, he didn't catch on fire like Meyer Link. As someone that has had sun sickness before and overheated, I can relate. I related to Dee a lot in this. I also really liked the scene under the tree where Layla was having the heart-to-heart with him. I also appreciated, because that 1985 version was all about Doris. Doris had knew Dee for 5 seconds, and she was taking off her clothes and being, like, ready to give it all for him. And I'm like, girl, you don't even know him. I know he's hot, but damn. I like that Layla, even though a couple times people would, like, try to say and insinuate that she had a thing for him, I like that Layla at no point was like throwing herself at Dee and trying to flirt with him and trying to like, you know, have this sexual moment. Instead, she was trying to get to know him and understand where he was coming from, because he is related to the people that murdered her family. So I liked the conversation underneath the tree in the rain that they both had. I liked at the very end, he was offering her a ride back. Like, I liked this platonic dynamic that developed, because to me, Dee is like asexual. He's like, I ain't got time for nobody. I'm out to kill vampires. I ain't here for no bitches. We're good. Nobody, male or female. No. So I appreciated their dynamic that developed in the story. I thought it was really, really well done. So yeah. So, and then they make the pact, making the pact to put flowers on whoever's grave they have to go to first. And at the end, I thought it was a flashback of her as a kid, because we saw her with the big pigtails, and I was like, oh, is this a different flashback? And it's her granddaughter. He came back to the grave to put flowers on it, but then saw she had all these people that loved her and cared for her, and it was like, my job is done. Stake to the heart. Stake to the heart. So yeah, then we have Countess Carmilla Elizabeth Bathory, woman with the most Met Gala dress, the bitchin' red train that looks like a flow of blood that is endless and it ties to like the blood flowing up to her casket. Oh, the animation of her coming out of the casket all bloody. So good. So good. I also love the fact that because she tried to get rid of Meyer and because she tried to get rid of Dee, and then and she ended up hurting Charlotte, who both of them are trying to rescue. I thought it was very fitting that the two of them worked together to destroy her, that you had Meyer destroying the actual body of her, and then you had the spirit getting like stuck with the sword from Dee. And we got a little bit of Dee's mom. She's beautiful, of course, long dark hair, beautiful. We don't get to see much of her face, of her trying to like tell Dee that she loved his dad, and he's like, but yeah, so I like that she said that the visions they had were not her responsibility. They're all based on their own psyche. So Dee has the vision of his mom, and then Layla has the vision of herself as a child. And what was interesting was Meyer had the vision of Dee running off. Meyer's nightmare being that Charlotte of her own free will chose to go back with Dee is very interesting. It wasn't even that sexual. It was just she was choosing to go back with Dee. So I thought that was really, really cool. So yeah. And then Borgoff, R.I.P. Borgoff, R.I.P. Kyle, R.I.P. Nolt. Also R.I.P. freaking Grove, MVP. I thought that Grove's ability is one of the most creative things I've seen in a while. The idea that he takes his like soul to become this entity that can shoot laser beams, and he's been strapped to this bed, slowly depleting his life force by using it. So freaking cool! There was so much creativity in this movie. It was so much fun. This is the stuff that's like my bread and butter. I'm like, eat it up. Eat it up with a spoon. And then I liked that they took the ring off as proof for the father and brother that she was dead, but then Meyer is able to like use the ship to actually leave. Apparently they're going to the City of the Night, which is apparently a vampire refuge. City in space. Vampires in space. Why not? Why not? So that's so crazy. But yeah, and then years later they hold the funeral for Layla, and Layla's granddaughter recognizes Dee from a distance, and he kindly refused to join and see her family. And Dee reveals he's glad Layla was wrong about nobody being at her funeral and leaves content. Dee is such a great character. He has like the tall, dark, brooding, like protagonist vibes. He also is like Batman, where he doesn't want to he never wants to use his fangs. And Meyer says, well, like at one point you're going to use your fangs. And he's like, not today. I just checks off my protagonist boxes 100%. The action was amazing. The artistry, the animation, like I genuinely am going to buy this on physical media so I can have a copy because it's so freaking good. I loved it. I just thought it was really good. I really hope that they, it's been more than 15 years. It's been 26 years. They should create another one. Pick another book. Make another movie. Why not? I just absolutely loved it. What's Madhouse doing? Are they doing projects? What is Madhouse doing? Madhouse animation projects. What are they working on? What are they working on right now? Let's see. They've got anything coming up soon? Okay, they're working on... Okay, for 2025. They've got stuff all the way up through 2027, so that's fun. Okay, cool. Well, anyway, so they may be busy, but they need to get on it. Get on Vampire Hunter D, make a new film, do it for the 30th anniversary, like get it done by 2030. Why not? That 2030 being the 30th anniversary of that is wild. But yeah, so I freaking loved this movie. It took everything from the 1985 version up like a notch. Still had the castles, still had the vampires, still had the gore, still had the tension. No head explosions, but I'm okay with that. Like everything, like Dee looks so good. Like everybody, it was just fantastic. All the animation and quality that went into this. I cannot wait to watch this in the dub. It's going to be a lot of fun. But Anyway, so I really hope that you all enjoyed this reaction and discussion. Thank you, Jason N, for some fantastic reactions this month. I'm excited to see the next one, but I'm also excited to hear your comments down below. I hope you all have an amazing week. Please stay safe, take care, and yeah, I'll be back very soon with more reactions. Bye.